He wa'a he moku he wa'a. A canoe is an island is a canoe. It is imperative that those involved practice a behavior that is best for the greater community, being in sync with our co-laborers and being clear on what the objectives are. For this place, the infamous North Shore of Oahu, where the world comes to practice a sport that was once set aside for Hawaiian royalty, the constant goal is to live right with our Maker, take care of each other, the land, and the sea. Located in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, Hawaii is one of the most isolated places in the world. Much of the islands have been overdeveloped, but the North Shore of Oahu remains largely untouched. It is an amazing place with beautiful natural resources, spectacular waves, and a laid-back lifestyle that is increasingly hard to find. It is our kuleana, our responsibility and privilege to protect the places that make the North Shore so special.
My name is Doug Cole, and I'm the Executive Director of North Shore Community Land Trust. North Shore Community Land Trust is a voluntary land conservation organization, and what that means is we work with willing landowners, government, community groups, and nonprofits to protect land forever for the benefit of the public. We've been directly involved with conserving over 2,000 acres, and other partner organizations have helped conserve an additional 4,000 acres. But there's still a lot of work to be done. There's over 60,000 acres of undeveloped land right here on the North Shore still in need of protection, and over 30 miles of coastline.
My name is Dane Gudauskas, and I'm a surfer. When you think about Hawaii, a lot of times you end up thinking only about the waves. But in the last couple of years, I feel like I've been able to be exposed to a lot more that makes Hawaii super beautiful. And there's such amazing culture here. It's incredible, the depth and the feelings and the true hospitality of everyone. Coming from California, and I know a lot of other people traveling around the world come to Hawaii, and it's amazing the amount of openness and receptiveness of the local culture.
I think we were founded out of a frustration with prior approaches to trying to conserve land here on the North Shore. And people here love the North Shore, they connect with this place, and they defend it vigilantly. And so we've seen a lot of protests to different development proposals over the years. North Shore Community Land Trust takes a different approach. We try to work with the landowner, invite them to the table, look for voluntary solutions. And I think that's really the way that you can find permanent resolution to these complex land use disputes. And so right here at Kawela Bay, Kahuku Point, the Turtle Bay Resort property is a perfect example of a place where for 30 years the community was fighting with the landowner over the future of this property. In October, we successfully conserved over 630 acres of this coastline.
My name is Nathan Florence, and I'm a professional surfer. I was born and raised right here on North Shore. Anytime I'm traveling, I'm always like, I want to be home. I want to stay here. I would never move away from here. It's such a great place to live. It's such a tight-knit community. I mean, just look around. It's like the most beautiful place ever.
My name is Leila Hurst and I'm a professional surfer. I think it's so important and wonderful that we have groups like the North Shore Community Land Trust to just keep Hawaii, and keep it like this for our kids and our kids' kids, and just to keep it how it has always been.
Yeah, I've traveled a lot. I've been to a lot of beautiful places. You know, to me, this is probably the most beautiful place I've ever been to. And, you know, it's not just about surfing. It's for everybody, really. You know, it's like there's a lot of aloha to be shared, and yeah, that's what Hawaii's about.
Growing up here, you know, me and my friends and my brothers and family, we all really love this place because we live here, obviously, and it's our home. And you know, land is kind of limited here. It's one of the things people come for, and to conserve is one of our biggest things.
My roots run really deep here in the North Shore, and I'm from this Aina right here. This is my life. This is my heart. You know, when I surf, I don't surf for me. I surf for the next generation of Hawaiian surfers to have something to look forward to, have someone to look up to, and like us, we looked up to the great Duke. You know, Eddie Aikau. They surf because they love surfing. They embody the Hawaiian spirit, and they knew that they needed to carry on their culture for generations to come. And I think it's the same with the Land Trust. You know, we need to take care and preserve and perpetuate our culture and our land so that our children's children can enjoy it. Because if we don't, it's going to be gone.
Yeah, well, I was lucky enough to grow up on the North Shore. Pretty much, I think probably the most beautiful place in the world. Growing up also, I've seen the changes over the years. You know, I've seen, because of this natural beauty we have here, there's a lot of pressure to develop out on the North Shore. And so I think it's all of our responsibility to give back and do what we can to help preserve and keep this a very beautiful place for the years to come. We have to do what we can to try to keep open space, keep natural beauty in Hawaii for everybody who enjoys it.
It's to everybody's benefit to preserve the undeveloped areas we have left on the North Shore, because this is everybody's recreational playground. You know, whether you're from here on the North Shore, or you live in Honolulu, or you visit here once a year or once in your lifetime, this is a place that changes your life. So many amazing experiences to be had here in and out of the water. And so I think, you know, we need to be careful how we move forward and what we do with the land that we have here on the North Shore, whether we're preserving it to enhance our quality of life or preserving it to maintain our economic viability as a state that depends on tourism as our #1 economic driver. You know, preserving these special places that we have left is essential, I think.
Aloha, my name is PANCHO Sullivan, and I'm a North Shore resident. Grew up here. I'm a father of 3 children. You know, I want them to be able to enjoy and really experience nature and, you know, open space and soak up the energy in the ocean and just get in touch with your inner child. I think one of the main reasons why the North Shore is such an important place to protect and preserve is it's a place for people to come and enjoy rural coastal lifestyle with so many other areas on the island, you know, really being developed pretty heavily. That's the draw. That's why people want to come to the North Shore, is they want to experience this beauty in its natural state. And I believe the North Shore, you know, really should be a national park or be considered as one of the wonders of the world. And it's definitely a very special place.
If you've ever been to the North Shore, whether you live here or if you've ever visited the North Shore, I think you can instantly connect with this place because of the experiences that you have that are so memorable and so enjoyable. And so if you've ever been touched by this place and you care about it, perhaps the most important thing you can do to help us achieve our mission is to go out there and enjoy this place. Because I honestly think, you know, like, we put legal restrictions on land that protects it, but the biggest protection that the land can have is a community's appreciation for it, you know, and love for it. And so if you can't do anything else, if you can just get out there and enjoy it, you're helping us.